So in the last class, we have discussed the transformations on independent variables. There are three transformations on independent variable. Here we are considering as time. So there are three possible transformations on independent variables. One is time shifting and the second one is time scaling. Third one is time reversal. Time shifting is shifting the signal with respect to time. There are two possible versions in this time shifting. One is advanced version and the second one is delayed version. Actually, a time shifted version of x of t is represented with x of t minus t naught. For negative values of t naught, it looks like x of t plus t naught. The signal is shifted towards left in time. Signal is shifted towards left. So the signal is called advanced version because the signal here is occurring before its actual occurrence. In the second case, when t naught is positive, then it looks like x of t minus t naught. There the signal is shifted towards right by t naught units of time. Right? And we have seen some examples, and similarly the same for discrete time signals also. For discrete time signals also, x of n minus n naught is the time shifted version. For negative values, it looks like x of n plus n naught. The signal is shifted towards left, and that is called the advanced version. For n naught greater than 0, that is for positive values of n naught, it looks like x of n minus n naught, which represents the delayed version of x of n, means x of n is shifted towards right by n naught units of time. Time scaling. See, shifting means shifting the position of the signal with respect to origin, and time scaling means expanding or compressing the signal with respect to time axis. So for any continuous time signal x of t, its time scale version is represented as x of at, where a is the time scaling factor. Where a is the scaling factor. See, capital A is the amplitude scaling factor and small a is the time scaling factor. If a value is greater than 1, then x of at represents compressed version of x of t. If a value is less than 1, then x of at represents expanded version of x of t. Greater than అయితే, that should be compressed. Less than అయితే, that is called expanded version. So let us see one example. See here x of t is defined from -2 to +2, and we would like to find x of 2t. So let us consider, we would like to plot x of 2t. So let us consider phi of t is equal to x of 2t, and let us substitute different values of t in this. Let me consider t is equal to -2. Then y of -2 is equal to x of 2 into -2, means x of -4. See, the actual signal x of t is not defined for t equal to -4. It has the magnitude of 0. Similarly, at -3 also the signal has the magnitude of 0. So when t is equal to -1, y of -1 is equal to x of 2 into -1, that is x of -2. X of -2 has the magnitude of 0. At t is equal to -half, y of -half is equal to x of -half into 2, which is equal to -1. See, sign signal has the maximum value of +1 and the minimum value of -1. So at t equal to -1, the signal has the magnitude of 1. So here it is 1. Similarly, substitute t equal to 0, t is equal to +half and 1. Then we're going to get the magnitudes like this. Then try to plot it. At t equal to, for the resultant signal y of t, at t is equal to -1, it has the magnitude of 0. At t is equal to minus half, it has the magnitude of 1. At t is equal to 0, it has the magnitude of 0. At t is equal to plus half, it has the magnitude of minus 1. At t is equal to 1, it has the magnitude of 0. Let us represent all those signals and plot it. See, if you compare it with the actual signal x of t, see, actual signal x of t is defined in the range of minus 2 to plus 2. And this x of 2t is defined in the range of minus 1 to plus 1. See, the range, the signal is compared with respect to its time axis. The signal is compressed with respect to its time axis. So, since here the scaling factor A is greater than 1, the resultant signal is the compressed version. See, this is the actual process of determining the time scaled version. But there is other simple way. So in order to find the time scale version, first determine the scaling factor. What is the scaling factor here? 2 is the scaling factor here, isn't it? So in order to determine x of 2t, what we are going to do is, we are going to divide entire time axis with this scaling factor. I'm going to divide the entire time axis with the scaling factor 2. So it is minus 2 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 2 and 2 by 2. Then what would be the resultant? Minus 1, minus 0 0.5, 0, 0.5, 1. So now this signal looks like this signal, right? So it is very easy to determine the time scale version. But the thing is, for the time scaled version, we need to know the scaling factor. Once we have information about the scaling factor, let us divide the entire time scale with the scaling factor, right? Now let us try to find x of t by 2. Then y of t is equal to x of t by 2. In this case, 1 by 2 is the scaling factor. So what we are going to do, we will divide the entire time scale with 1 by 2. So minus 2 divided by 1 by 2 is equal to minus 4. Minus 1 divided by 1 by 2 is equal to minus 2. 0 divided by 1 by 2 is equal to 0. 1 divided by 1 by 2 is equal to 2. 2 divided by 1 by 2 is equal to 4. So the time scale, just మీరు ఈ వాల్యూస్ని సాల్వ్ చేస్తే అంటే సింప్లిఫై చేస్తే then you're going to get these values. So actual duration of the signal is from minus 2 to plus 2. But the signal now is defined in the range of minus 4 to plus 4. సో మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది అంటే సిగ్నల్ ఎక్స్పాండ్ అవుతుంది. So this is called as expanded version of x of t. Similarly, for any discrete time signal x of n, x of an represents its time scale version, where a is the scaling factor. When a greater than 1, then x of an represents compressed version. When a less than 1, then x of an represents its expanded version. Let us see one example. See, first make a process teliste, you can find the scaled version by dividing the entire scale with the scaling factor. See, first we would like to find x of 2n. So let us divide, what is the scaling factor here? 2, isn't it? So let us divide the entire time range with the scaling factor. So now this signal is mapped to minus 1 and this signal is mapped, this sample is mapped to minus 0.5, and this one should be mapped to 0, and this one is mapped to 0.5, and this sample should be mapped to plus 1, right? The mapping is done. Means ఈ సిగ్నల్ ని ఈ శాంపుల్ ని -1 దగ్గర డ్రా చేయాలి, ఈ శాంపుల్ ని -0.5 దగ్గర డ్రా చేయాలి. Similarly, this sample should be drawn at n is equal to 0, and this one should be drawn at n is equal to 0.5, and this one should be drawn at n is equal to 1. This is how the signal looks like. But what is, by definition, what is a discrete time signal? Discrete time signal is defined only at integer values of time period or discrete instance of time, isn't it? But if we consider the resultant signal is defined at -1, -half, 0, +half, +1. We can't consider these non-integer value samples. We can't consider the samples which are mapped at n is equal to +half and n is equal to -half. So we should neglect those samples, because if we consider these samples, the signal will not be a discrete time signal. It is against the definition of discrete time signals. So since it is a discrete time signals, the samples should be defined only at integer values of the time period. So let us discard the samples which are defined at non-integer values of n and consider only the samples which are defined at integer values of n. Is it clear? So the next one is x of n by 2. Here the scaling factor is 1 by 2, isn't it? Divide the entire time scale by the value of 1 by 2. Isn't it? And this one also here. Now it is mapped to -4. This one is mapped to -2. This one is mapped to 0, 2, 4. Right? So scale version is defined from -4 to +4. So the time scale version is defined from -4 to +4, isn't it? This represent, by the way, it represents the expanded version, and the first one represents the compressed version. Here the scaling factor value is greater than 1, and here the scaling factor value is less than 1, right? Time reversal. Next operation is time reversal. The time reversal is also called as time folding or mirror image. Time reversal is also called as time folding or mirror image. It can be obtained by folding x of t above t equal to 0. It can be obtained by folding x of t above t equal to 0. So time reversal of x of t is represented by x of minus t. Time reversal of x of t is represented by x of minus t. This is how it looks like. So x of minus t plot cheyali ante పాజిటివ్ రేంజ్లో డిఫైన్ అయిన పాజిటివ్ వాల్యూస్ ఆఫ్ టీకి డిఫైన్ అయి ఉన్న సిగ్నల్ని నెగిటివ్ వాల్యూస్ ఆఫ్ టీకి డ్రా చేయాలి. నెగిటివ్ వాల్యూస్ ఆఫ్ టీకి డిఫైన్ అయి ఉన్న సిగ్నల్ని పాజిటివ్ వాల్యూస్కి డ్రా చేయాలి. ఆర్ సింపుల్గా చేయాలి అంటే లెట్ us multiply the time scale by the factor of -1. Let us multiply the time scale by the factor of -1. Then it will be -1, this will be 0, and this will be +1. So draw it as it is. So -1 dagara it has the magnitude of 0. Yeah, 0. And -0.5 dagara, if we multiply this one with -1, then that should be -0.5. It has the magnitude of +1. So plus 1. 0 దగ్గర it has the magnitude of 0. Similarly, at t equal to minus half, it has the magnitude of minus 1. So represent it and try. So time scale cheyali ante divide the entire time axis with the scaling factor. Time reversal cheyali ante easy ga cheyali ante multiply the time axis with minus 1. Then we are going to get the time reversal. Similarly, for any discrete time signal x of n, its time scaling is, x of minus n represents its time scale version, which is obtained by folding x of n about its vertical axis or about horizon. Folding x of n about its horizon. Like mirror lo చూసుకున్నప్పుడు మనకి ఎలా అయితే లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ వి రైట్ సైడ్ వి లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ కనపడతాయో, టైం రివర్సల్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ డిఫైన్ అయి ఉన్న యాంప్లిట్యూడ్స్ అన్ని రైట్ సైడ్ కనపడతాయి. సిమిలర్లీ రైట్ సైడ్ డిఫైన్ అయి ఉన్న యాంప్లిట్యూడ్స్ అన్ని లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ కనపడతాయి. సో టైం రివర్సల్ తీసుకోవాలి అంటే ఏం చేయాలి? మల్టిప్లై ద టైం యాక్సిస్ విత్ -1. సింపుల్ వే. Now draw it properly. This sample should be mapped to 2 and this sample should be mapped to 1, and this sample should remain at origin. This sample should be mapped to -1 and this sample should be mapped to -2. And this is how the signal looks like. Okay. So till now we have observed 3 operations: time shifting, scaling, reversal. Shifting ante entamma? Shifting the signal position with respect to origin. Scaling means expanding or compressing the signal with respect to time axis. Reversal means taking the mirror image of the signal. అండ్ మనం ఎప్పుడైనా ఇండివిజువల్గా కనుక టైం షిఫ్టింగ్, టైం స్కేలింగ్, టైం రివర్సల్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటే ప్రీవియస్లీ నేను చెప్పినట్టు చేయాలి. If you want to perform all these operations at a time, then time shifting, time scaling and time reversal are performed in an order, means they are in precedence, and this is the precedence order. If these 3 operations are involved, then first we need to shift the signal, next we need to scale the shifted signal, finally we need to take the reversal of the scaled signal. First shift cheyali signal ni, and then scale cheyali, and then reversal cheyali. Is it clear? We'll do some sums, then you may get clarity, better clarity. See, let x of t is given as below, then draw x of minus t plus 3. See here, what are the operations involved? Time shifting. T plus something undi kabatti time shifting, and ikkada minus undi kabatti time reversal. See, చాలా మంది ఇనిషియల్లీ చేసేటప్పుడు ఎట్లా చేద్దాం అనుకుంటారంటే x of minus ని కామన్ చేస్తే అది t plus 3 వస్తుంది కదా అనుకుంటారు. But that's not correct. This minus is not a mathematical operation. This minus is not indicating subtraction operation here. Here this minus is here to indicate the time reversal operation, right? So మీరు ఆ మైనస్ని మాత్రం ఎప్పుడు కామన్ తీయొద్దు. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? మీరు ఇక్కడ ఏమీ కామన్ తీయొద్దు, అక్కడ ఉన్నాయి ఎలా ఉంటే అట్లా ఆపరేషన్స్ చేయండి. సో ఇక్కడ 2 operations are involved. One is time shifting and the second one is time reversal, isn't it? So first let us shift the signal. So t plus 3, isn't it? First we need to plot x of t plus 3, and then we need to take the reversal, x of minus t plus 3. Is it clear? So first x of t plus 3 draw cheyandi, means x of t is shifted towards right or left. T plus 3 undi kada, so x of t should be shifted towards left by 3 units of time. right? So 0 దగ్గర ఉన్న వాల్యూ 3 దగ్గరికి షిఫ్ట్ అవుతుంది, 1 దగ్గర ఉన్నది -2 దగ్గరికి. likewise signal should be shifted towards left by 3 units of time. And then take the reversal తీసుకోవాలి అంటే ఏం చేయాలమ్మా, multiply the entire time axis with -1. If you multiply the entire time axis with -1, then we are going to get this signal. Is it clear? See, try to practice cheste you may get better clarity. See, this is x of n. Draw x of minus n, x of minus 2n plus 1 and x of minus n minus 2. X of n is given here, right? So we would like to plot x of minus n. So x of minus n plot cheste emotundi, that looks similar to x of n. X of minus n looks similar to x of n. So if any signal that satisfies this condition, x of then that is called as even signal. X of minus n is equal to x of n, or x of minus t is equal to x of t. Then this signal is called even signal. Right? And next I would like to plot x of minus n minus 2. So first మనం ఏం ప్లాట్ చేయాలండి, x of n minus 2 ప్లాట్ చేయాలి. And then we should plot x of minus n minus 2. Is it clear? So x of minus 2 means x of n minus 2 means x of n is shifted towards right by 2 units of time. So let us shift this signal towards right by 2 units of time. Then 4 3 దగ్గరికి షిఫ్ట్ అవుతుంది, 2 దగ్గరికి షిఫ్ట్ అవుతుంది, 1 దగ్గరికి షిఫ్ట్ అవుతుంది, 0 దగ్గరికి షిఫ్ట్ అవుతుంది, and the signal looks like this. And now take the time reversal. Time reversal తీసుకోవాలంటే ఏం చేయాలని చెప్పానమ్మా, multiply entire time axis by factor -1. Then -1 తో multiply చేస్తే మనకి న్యూ రేంజ్ ఏమవుతుంది, న్యూ రేంజ్ will be defined from -4 to 0, isn't it? So now this is how the signal looks like. Next, we would like to plot x of minus 2n plus 1. Here, all the three operations are involved. So, we should follow the precedence order. First, x of n should be shifted, x of n plus 1. And then the shifted signal should be scale x of 2n plus 1 then reversal operation should be performed on the shifted and scale signal. See, this is the signal x of n, given signal x of n. First we need to plot x of n plus 1 means x of n should be shifted towards right, n plus 1, right? Left. X of n plus 1 means x of n is shifted towards left by 1 unit of time. So the signal will be, in the new signal range will be from -3 to +1. Now we need to perform the scaling operation on the shifted signal, and the scaling factor is 2. So let me divide the entire time scale by the factor of 2. So this will be mapped to a non-integer value. This will be mapped to a non-integer value. So we won't get these three samples in the resultant signal because it is going to be mapped to plus half, and it will be mapped to minus half, and this will be mapped to minus 1.5. Since those three are non-integer values, we can't get these three samples in the resultant signal. And the resultant signal only consists of two samples at n equal to 0 and minus 1, and this is how the resultant signal looks like. Finally, take the reversal of this resultant signal. If you take the time reversal of this resultant signal, then multiply the time axis with minus 1. So the new signal will be from 0 to 1. And this is how the signal looks like. Plot the time reversal of following signals. See, if you want to plot the time reversal, just multiply with minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So plot it exactly. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So at minus 1, the signal is increasing from 0 to 2, and at minus 2, it is decreasing from 2 to 1, and at minus 3, value is reducing from or decreasing from 1 to 0. Similarly, this signal also takes the time reversal. So for this signal, x of minus t minus 3, two operations involved, shifting and reversal. Shifting, reversal, right? And the second signal is x of 2t plus 3. Here two operations involve, scaling and shifting. First shifting, right? So first you should plot x of t plus 3. And then x of 2t plus 3. See, I have already shared this material with you, so please go through the sums. So here they are asking us to find x of 3 by 2 t plus 1, isn't it? So x of 3 by 2 t plus 1, shifting and scaling operations are involved here. First we should plot x of t plus 1. So this is the second sum and it is the first sum, x of minus t plus 1. First plot x of t plus 1. And then take the reversal. And for this signal, first plot x of t plus 1. And then take the scaling. So this is how the transformations on independent variables will be. And some things we need to keep in mind while performing the transformations on dependent variable, the independent variable won't get changed. So if you observe, while performing the transformations on independent variable, means while performing the amplitude scaling, addition, multiplication, differentiation, and integration, we haven't changed the independent variable. Similarly, while performing the transformations on independent variable, amplitude won't change. సో మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ఇండిపెండెంట్ వేరియబుల్ టైం మీద ఆపరేషన్స్ చేస్తున్నామో యాంప్లిట్యూడ్ని టచ్ చేయం. ఓన్లీ సిగ్నల్ని షిఫ్ట్ చేస్తాం, స్కేల్ చేస్తాం అండ్ రివర్సల్ చేస్తాం విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు టైం. And we are not purposefully changing the amplitude of the signal. And here I have given two sums. Try to do this sums by next class. If I will explain them. But please try to complete these two sums by next class. Okay? And in the next class, after discussing these two sums, we will discuss elementary signals. Is it clear? Okay, thank you. Any doubts? Thanks for attending.